with many people with Suhasini madam.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say few words about Suhasini?
So Hasni, as I told you, I had first time I worked with her was for my first direction. That time she was a very big star in Telugu. So she, very big star
Not
she
in
was.
Tamil.
No, she was basically in all languages, but she was a big star that time. And she had given me dates only in the evenings,
Oh,
after 6.
how you are managing?
Her character was like that. The whole story happens in a hospital. So we had erected a hospital set. So she was doing a lady doctor character. So every day after 6, when she will be busy with some other Telugu film. After 6 she will come, and that too we will be knowing only by around 5 o'clock whether she is coming or not. But that way I think almost 8 to 10 days she came. That's and she was also from the institute, from Madras Film Institute. And then then later she was working as a cameraman Ashok Kumar's assistant. So our communication was easier.
Okay.
She was also exposed to lots of films, especially other foreign country films. Then discussion about cinematography. So our communication became very easy. That was when I narrated the story to her.
Okay.
And even the very first film, she never showed any kind of attitude that she's a big star and I'm doing a first film. Nothing. For her, very sincere. She comes she'll be very serious in her performances and all that. She'll come and even now, till now, I have never seen her showing any kind of attitude or that. You hear a lot of other artists doing things, demanding I want this, and she will be right on time, and absolutely no other problem. She will concentrate on the scenes. She will do it. And there are some things like, if you give her a scene, and she'll read it and she'll say ready. If she says ready means I will not be very happy with her performance. When she says ready very fast, I think she could do better. But supposing she reads a scene and takes time, sometimes she'll ask me, Dinesh, what should I do in this? If the moment she asks it, then I know that will be one of the best scenes in the film.
Oh, great.
That is one thing I have noticed with her. You will find so many moments like that in Amritavarshini. So many times when she took a lot of time to really prepare for how to perform. Those scenes will be very good.
Then, how was Vishnu sir's
Vishnu sir was like handling a child. For me, see, when normally what happens is, all my films I will be shooting outdoor, out of Bangalore. So say as a 10, 15 days or 20 day schedule. See, first 3-4 days he'll be okay. He'll be quite very friendly and all that. From the 5th or 6th day, he becomes irritated for the smallest things.
Oh.
He doesn't shout at me or anything. He'll be shouting at his assistants. He'll be shouting at why is the dress not properly ironed. The shoe is not polished properly. All these small things, he'll make an issue out of it. So then I realized that the problem was he becomes homesick. So what I used to do is, I'll tell him, sir, do one thing, sir. See, tomorrow you have no work, sir. You can leave today evening to Bangalore. You can come tomorrow night or day after early morning. Then he'll say, what about other work? I say, I have other work without you, some work. I'll finish that off. Are you sure? He'll say, I'm sure, sir, you can go and come. So he will come here. And one day he spends here and come. When he comes back, he'll be fully charged for another 6-7 days. He becomes, then I realize he becomes homesick.
Okay.
So that's why I said, handling him, he's like handling a child.
Okay.
And, you don't find people like that nowadays.
Yes.
Actors and all that, that kind of dedication, involvement.
I have heard about you. Most of your outdoor shooting takes place in early morning.
No, I start very early in the morning.
Why? What is the reason?
No, first of all, we are all fresh in the mornings. Then I'm basically a cinematographer. I like to have that light. And when it becomes very harsh, say after 11:30, 12, 1 o'clock and all that, it will be very harsh light. I wouldn't prefer to shoot outdoor if I have outdoor work. So I made a thing like early morning. I start by 5:30 in the morning, 5:45 in the morning, and all they have started. And all these people have cooperated, like
After 12
Suhasini.
you gave a break.
Yeah, by 11:30, 12 I give a break. Then I start by only 2:30 I'll start.
Okay.
So there's a big gap. And I shoot till around 6:37. That's all. Evening also I'll use the same timing as in the morning. Early morning, that effect I'll try again in the evening, after sunset. So most of the time I'll do songs then, song bits, these two times, early morning and late evening. Evenings, I do songs.
You have contributed many photographers like P.K.S.
Das had worked with me more than 50 films as my assistant.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, Das was there. Giri had worked. Then Ravi Suvarna, all these people, they have worked with me before.
Okay.
Of which I think the most successful was Das.
Mm.
Das made a name by himself, like. In fact, for Kasturi Mahal, I have Das as my cameraman.
Would you like to say something about other artists who are worked with you?
Other artist,
Your best one? Sarath Babu.
Sharat Babu. And all. Those people I have worked as cameraman when I was doing Tamil films. I have worked with them before. It was so easy to work with them. I had no problems with any artist, whether in Kannada or anywhere. I think it is always how you deal with them, how you behave with them, how you move with them.
Even you have worked with Anant Nag sir also.
Yes, Anant Nag also I did almost 11, 12 films.
How was the experience?
He's one of the best actors we have. Very interesting to work with him. Very high sense of humor. And very serious. He is quite serious in his work. He comes, finishes his work and go. That almost all of them. Like Ramakrishna, I worked quite a lot of films with Ramakrishna. Then even with Kashi, I had done lots of films. Tara, I did quite a lot of films with Tara. Tara also a wonderful artist. One of the best actresses we have here.
How about Ramesh Arvind?
Ramesh also I did, I think 2-3 films I did with him after Amritavarshini. Yeah, good, very good actor he is.
Why you have not worked with Sudeep and Darshan, even Ganesh?
Ganesh had worked one scene for me before he became a star.
Okay.
In Magic Aji he did one role. That time he was very popular with that, some television program was there, reality show, some show was there. So then, and with this Darshan and Sudeep and all that, I do not know how to make their kind of films. This pakka action, what they call as commercial films. I am not too familiar, like 5 fights or 4 songs, 6 songs and all that. I don't know. I am not familiar. I am not very comfortable doing such films.
How many movies you have worked with Shivraj Kumar?
Only one, Inspector Vikram.
How was that experience?
That was quite good. That time it was very nice. It was same with even Sudeep, this fellow. With Puneeth Rajkumar also, it was quite good experience. They all have a certain discipline. That is the greatest thing. I think even now Shivraj Kumar maintains that.
Who is your memorable producer?
Memorable producers. All producers will have some memories with me. The most memorable will be Jayashree Devi. I can always say. Because she also had a lot of taste in filmmaking, which is very rare with other producers. And with the Rajkumar company, I did 2 films. And there also they have a way of working, like discussions will be in their house. Everybody will be there. Especially Varadappanna was a great influence. That is how every subject is made. That's a different kind of filmmaking there.
About Malayalam film industry which you worked before you entered into Kannada.
I worked a lot of films as a cameraman. I mean, it's almost 16 or almost close to 18, 19 films I did as a cameraman. I was very fortunate to work with some very good directors, very senior, very good directors. I could learn a lot of things there. I did with some wonderful directors. I made some films, and with Mohanlal I have not worked, but Mammootty I have worked. Mammootty, all other stars I have worked with. And there, the approach is different. Filmmaking, the style is different than Kannada. Because most of the time the subjects will be fresh subjects. And there is nothing like, commercially this has to be there, that has to be there. No. It is only on the script. So that way it was quite interesting there.
In the conclusion, what would you like to say to the Kannada industry?
Kannada industry, we should, we are yet to go a long way. See, now Tamil was quite bad in the earlier stage. When I did as a cameraman, Tamil films were just about ordinary films. Okay, fine. But now Tamil have reached a much higher position. Same with Malayalam also. Telugu also, there are so many very good films coming up. But compared to all the three, Kannada has to still travel a lot. That's what I feel. But now this present generation of directors and a new younger generation, they are coming out with fresh subjects. That's a very welcome sign. That is a very good thing. So that way it should go. We need to come out with the fresh subjects like the way in Malayalam or Tamil they are coming out with. Something which has more meaningful kind of subjects. Because audience are ready. Audience can be shown. Now they also know. They are also waiting for such things.
Which is your best movie? You have directed almost 50 movies in Kannada, no?
46. My favorite you are asking.
I am asking
one of my favorite films is Lali.
Lali?
Lali is one
Not
of my favorite.
Amrutavarshini or
No. Lali is my... Compared to all these three, Lali, I like Lali. Because Lali I felt it had more of emotions.
Emotions, correct.
More of real things were there. I felt. Personally.
Sure, I have seen.